Copenhagen Major champions in Gentlemates.
Well, if they can make this run, they will, look like they're not just in the conversation for top 4. They'll suddenly propel themselves into the conversation for best team in Europe, because they've already taken down Karmi Corp, the #1 team from Europe Online. Now they're trying to take down the Copenhagen champions, Vitality, defending world champions, waiting in the final. The gauntlet is there for them, and looking at how they performed yesterday, I'm a believer. I think the team's got what it takes.
Those are questions on Friday. Can they put it together in the short amount of time that they've got? So far, so good. The bare minimum has been reached. You want to be hitting these semi-finals. Well, you might not be going to London. Juicy, double tap. Jora's in an awkward spot. Oski's on 0 boost. Nobody on Gentlemates wanted to launch any further forward. And a crucial clear there from Archie. Seiko now. Reset. Gonna go backboard. Oski's there just in time. Position that Oxygen did get used to quite a bit yesterday against Garmin Corp. They did turn it around. Casey had a lot of success once they got them pinned back.
It's that man Archie in defense. You mentioned in the pre-show how much work he was able to do for Oxygen with his saves, his clears, his interceptions, and he's going to need to do that even more today against Gentlemates, who are one of the teamiest teams, if not the teamiest team in the world. And what I mean by that is that they're very good for bringing each other into the attack, very good for getting everybody involved. That just makes it harder to cover all angles. Archie's going to need to keep his wits about him. He's going to need to have eyes in the back of his head. Seiko did there to cover the back post approach and get the ball clear.
And the highlight player really has been Juicy. One of the many questions with Gentlemates was going to be, okay, you were unbelievable at the Copenhagen Major, but are you now that guy for the rest of time? Juicy has been throughout this tournament so far. Joyo wants to try and tap the ball down, but Juicy relatively comfortable with his position. So far, it has been Oski playing quite far back. Was designated third man, but that's now going to drop. Itachi tries to cut through. Archie's there in time.
Oh!
Oski and Seiko had to have so much wherewithal to get to that ball.
Yeah, great save there. Oski trying to pop it from close range over the goalkeeper. I love the technique, but didn't get enough height on it. Still nice, quick play by Oxygen. And like you mentioned there, Joyo can produce what he did yesterday. Gentlemates are going to be in a world of trouble, because Joyo looked completely undefendable back at his best on the day. This Juicy shot now goes wide of the net. I think the pressure's a bit relieved on Joyo now. He's got faith in Archie behind him. He knows that even if he doesn't peak this game, it's fine. Maybe Oski will. And this is exactly what Joyo needs to succeed, as he has in the past already. We're getting chances. It's Oski with the dunk underneath the goalkeeper. Double tap initially saved, but the follow through is good for 1-0.
You asked for him to do it. He shows up and delivers off the ceiling. Realize no one's coming to challenge him, so he's going to take the time that he's got and put together something brilliant. 1-0 to Oxygen.
And that's, what we're talking about. Think about what team has Joyo succeeded on the most in the past. It's when he didn't have to do all the heavy lifting in offense himself. Now, he does not have to do that. There's Oski, one of the most dangerous players in the game, is there alongside him. He can 1v1, he can 1v2, he can 1v3 teams on his day. Nice cut there by Oski, covering mid with no boost. He does secure the back corner boost as well. Joyo alone in defense, has to kill some time here. Oh, he does with 2 defensive 50-50s and runs ahead to take Juicy out the frame as well. Oski played it safe though, did not shoot on target. The ball did hit Joyo, still in offense. Oxygen looking aggressive, looking in sync for game 1.
You can see Archie just aiming for the card. Don't expect him to jump unless he absolutely has to. Does like to keep planted as much as he possibly can. Well, I say that, he's launched across the face of the play this time around. Now the drop down pass, Juicy come up pretty well, but it's going to be difficult to create from that angle. Joyo just waiting in the backfield. One thing that Oxygen did do very well yesterday, Johnny, and we were talking about this prior to the day starting, is how good they are at getting stops in defense and pushing the ball into the corner. You're going to have a Joyo, you're going to have an Oski. Oh, nothing they can do this time. Wiped out by the demo.
Yeah, it's a bit too slow there to get the ball to safety. Joyo needed to get that rid just a little bit quicker. He gets demoed, and the net's left open for Itachi. Great play by Gentlemates. They realized that all they needed to do is take Joyo out of the picture, and the net would be uncontested. Now Archie's up for an immediate shot after the kickoff. Goes for the top corner, only finds the post. Who has still for me been the MVP of the whole weekend.
Joyo can't follow ahead of Juicy, his ex-teammate. Archie now daring somebody to come and meet him. Joyo's now up. Uncontested for now, but doesn't want to take too many risks. Gets the block. Next is Oski. Very even from both these two squads over in that midfield. We can get that first big win. Oh, Joyo called off by Oski. He's not happy with his angle.
Yeah, Joyo didn't look comfortable after the initial takeoff, but he wasn't the last player, so it was fine. Inside the final minute now, Joyo Boosteel breaks rotation and turns around on the plate. He's got it past Seiko. Juicy needed to get a touch there, which he did. Another bump misses for Gentlemates, but their intentions are clear. If you're defending solo, you better be looking out for bumps and demos. Oski looking for a huge play. Double commit by Gentlemates. And now Joyo's got a full tank of boost. Dangerous times for the French roster. And oh, it's off the post. Surely no one's there for Oxygen.
They try to wrap themselves around, play from the angle that the ball was originally playing at, and once it bounced off the post, they weren't ready anymore. Archie wants the demo. Oski's gone flying in. Joyo is the last one back. He's up against Seiko, who's got support coming on. Looks for the
What save.
Holds strong, keeps it at one each, and maybe sends us to overtime.
Yeah, massive save there by Joyo. In a tough position. It's not over yet, though. It's Archie looking for the game winner. Oh, my goodness. It's off the keeper, off the crossbar, off the post, and into the ground.
Next goal will win it. Seiko to himself. He's got Oski trying to chase him down. I'll keep this going, actually, and respect that he has gathered. Archie was bumped out of the way. Oh, not a great Juicy, but plays it to safety off his own backboard. Still, a lot of boost used for very little gain.
Yeah, that was akin to a moment Juicy had last split where he accidentally owned goal from a similar position. This time he does have control of the situation. Juicy's boostless here, though. Can't really get too much on it. Archie to one. Oxygen take it.
Just rolled out beautifully for him. Look at the challenge. Drops down. And Archie couldn't have asked for it to be placed any better. Seiko turn around on the line. He's got no amendment. It's that BDS are now the biggest Gentlemates fans in the world. They are the next team up. They are that fourth team in the European rankings. And they need a team like Oxygen to not get into the finals and already be threatening for their top spots. KC, not happy either, but they've got a lot more leeway.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation for BDS. So they've only got themselves to blame, of course, after what Vitality did to Resolve today. They'll be thinking, how have we lost that? But obviously Resolve played a great series yesterday, and I don't think BDS will underestimate them again, even if that is what happened yesterday. All teams still have it in their own control. It's all about making the major. You make the major, you can make Worlds. With a result at the major, that's good enough. That's a great cover by Archie. He finds Oski, and he has sniped the long shot. Well, how about that from Archie? Covering the mid-pass so well, and finding Oski with the outlet in the process.
Just sat there from Archie's POV. He's already boosting before the ball has hit the backboard. He knew the moment the setup play was there. I've got to go. I need to be there before the third man from Gentlemates gets here. See what we can do. Nice lost over to Seiko, but Archie recovered well and actually decided, all right, well, if you're going to lose it to him, you're going to lose his car.
Look at the speed of Joyo, completely dusting his former teammate Juicy. Oxygen are all over them, and it's a rattled crossbar to almost put Oxygen 2 goals up. Oski and Joyo are all over them with the aerial plays. Archie's reading their every move. Gentlemates have got some trouble here. It's not looking comfortable for them in defense. Forced to make save after save. As boosts are being stolen away. That's much better with the hard clear, but look who it is. Again, just dictating the play in the midfield. It's Archie to Oski. And he actually gets it wide, but this is brilliant from Archie, who's really seen a return to form this weekend.
Just seems like a team comp that works nicer for him. He gets to pick his spots a lot more. Especially when you've got a player like Joyo that just launches as often as he does. Archie's happy just to be the general, the field general for his squads. Joyo is now finally starting to rotate back out. Did steal the 100, which means Itachi not overly comfortable as Oski sticks around with 0. And 0, that has done very well. Seiko now up. Has to play for some bit of time. Joyo's tried to meet him. He's actually managed to get over to Juicy. What a play that is to get the ball out. And that is what Gentlemates really needed. They've got so much more position now to work with. And now they get the passing players. 2 players required to stop it.
Yeah, good cover there by Joyo. It's another double commit from Oxygen, but they're going to be more than fine there. Oski recovering immediately off that one. They're just making sure not to leave any ball uncontested here. And that's definitely not something the Gentlemates have had to play with. Oski now waiting in the middle again. Archie likewise. They've just had midfield control for most of game 2, Oxygen. Just past half time now. Archie fakes a challenge, brings Joyo into the play. You know, whether he's actually making a play on the ball or off of it, Archie just looks like he's in the zone right now. One of the best natural third men Rocket League's ever seen. Playing now with two playmakers, it must be a dream for Archie just to know anytime he can get the ball to one of these wonder kids. I say wonder kids, they've both got a lot of experience now as well. It's going to be a good time for Oxygen.
2 minutes left. Gentlemates still looking for a way to get the momentum back. They were doing very well during regulation time of the previous game, and since that goal's gone in, it has all been Oxygen.
What?
That is unbelievable.
Well, there's no way Juicy thought Archie was in that position. Juicy thought he's clearing the ball to the side there. Archie's blocked it middle, and what looked like a routine clear ball has just been sent straight into the back of the net. Archie to Oski for the second time of the game, 2-0 OXG.
I have to watch that again. I don't know if Archie is playing for the demo and he just kind of got luckier if he wants the ball originally.
I think he wanted the ball.
Ridiculous.
I was on his POV there, and I'm pretty sure he played the ball. I mean, it's a pretty chaotic situation. If he gets the demo or the ball clean or just a 50-50, they're all pretty good outcomes. Because in that situation, the defense or the team trying to get the ball clear, you know, volatility is good. Oh, what a save by Archie now. As Seiko launched himself into position to shoot the ball. Oski with a follow-up save. Archie's just been impossible to play for Gentlemates in this game.
He was counted out by many. He seems to be right back into his comfort zone. Gentlemates like to make this a bed of nails at this point. They've got to try and find some way through this defense. Right now, it has not worked. 1 minute left on the clock. Oski over on the wall. Nobody tries to challenge him. It's Seiko just about gets there in time to prevent Archie from taking the shot on target. Joyo is the last one back. But nobody's charging him down, and that's probably not the right decision to make because Joyo's just going to try and go for the outplays.
You know, they just can't get control of the ball right now, Gentlemates. Usually a team who can establish pressure. Struggling to find it at the moment. That's a heavy hit from Itachi, way over Juicy's head. 35 seconds to go. Seiko looking to make a play, but his first touch goes too low. Follow-up coming through from Juicy, and he's hit it wide into the corner. I mean, Gentlemates are not getting the touches they need right now, especially with the 2-goal lead that Oxygen have already established. Clinical finishing wasn't even possible at the last few seconds of this game because shots have not been created for the defending major champions.
Just all comes down to rhythm for me. Gentlemates have not hit their own rhythm. Oh, a little bit offbeat. There's another.
Surely. Oh, wow.
And so is Oski. 1-0. Oxygen have managed to take yet another game. They are 2-0 in the series and hurtling towards the grand finals.
It's just so as consistently they were able to just chug on along doing all of those things right. Today, oh, look at this double fake kickoff by Oxygen to kick things off. Hold that thought as they look to get an early goal here. Cuts off by Juicy. Would have loved to see that go in, of course. You know, Gentlemates, they've got to find some spark here, whether it's Juicy with the goals, whether it's Itachi with the field control, or Seiko with the playmaking. You know, they need somebody here to step up. It happened yesterday after they started off a bit cold. Who's it going to be for the big French team?
Oh, dear. Okay.
Yeah, Oxygen landing each other to kick off game 3.
Well, Archie will recover, get the pass over to Joyo. A lot of occasions as well, you'll see mistakes like that, and it actually ends up being a good thing for the offensive team because the defense wasn't anticipating it. Trying to go for the backboard double. Not going to happen. Joyo instead holds midfield. The start of game number 3 it looks an awful lot like the start of the last few games. Juicy going to try and put something together. Up against Oski, gets it past him, gets the demo on Archie as well, who did enough to at least get the ball pushed to the corner. Archie does tend to do very well. Joyo now back up. He's not going to aim for the player. Seiko just guides it away, but will not have access to the 100. Seiko doesn't seem to mind, tries to chase down.
The key moments here for Gentlemates as Oxygen tried to run rings around them again. You know, it's very free-flowing play here from Oxygen. Archie not afraid to turn. Joyo playing, you know, quite far back these last 2 games, but he's got experience with that now. On the latter boys rosters, where he did do that a lot more. You know, worked on his defensive play. He's mostly known as an offensive player coming into the league, but now, of course, he's a more well-rounded player. Like I said, no pressure on him to make those plays. He knows he's got a full team of playmakers around him. Doesn't need to force the issue, Joyo, like he might have felt in previous rosters.
Oh! Wow. That is so good by Juicy because that was a horror show that he was put into. Seiko could do with a little bit of help. It's off the backboard. In goes Oski. How on earth has Juicy got ahead of that.
No, not in the woods yet. That's a great 50-50 clear. Initially, though, they were completely boost starved. Gentlemates are scrambling against this Oxygen offense, which is swarming them from all sides. Gentlemates can't really find an easy clear. And that's a massive problem in modern-day Rocket League. Joyo's up for the early wall read, misses it, but that leaves it for Archie. Again, swoops in, takes the boost, comes back out. Gentlemates, once more, pitting back into the defensive corner.
Joyo as far as Juicy, who's going to look for the goalkeeper, doesn't find him. Another challenge goes Oxygen's way. Halfway through here in game number 3. A lot of pressure here for Oxygen. No goals just yet. Joyo's going to chase down. He's on 0. Still not really care about that. Not pace anybody. Good cover.
These are not good clears. That's not far enough for Gentlemates. And they're immediately under pressure again. I mean, they're not getting that ball over anyone. It's a clear to nothing. It's just straight back into the middle. And Oski nearly able to send a rifle on target. Joyo's pass just a little bit too fast for him to catch up to. If that was contact, there's no way a defender's reacting inside.
It does seem to me like Juicy's the only one that's had any real success with the clears. Oski played for the miss. Ends up being correct. Joyo has gone up. Joyo comes back down. He's not got to it. Oski does at least cover the shooting angle. And that's back through the middle. Seiko will desperately try and hold on to the offense. They are getting some wins here. Gentlemates will not want to give this up for free.
Well, now, Gentlemates have had a bit of sustained pressure there, but it hasn't amounted to anything. Now here comes Oski. He's looking for Archie on the backboard. More of a back pass towards midfield. And now a complete back pass by Archie after realizing that his touch is not going to go to any of them just yet. Still composure there for Oxygen. In a tie, game 3. I feel like this could be a must-win game for Gentlemates. Timeout called before this. Oxygen really on fire today. Joyo decides to just shoot that one first time instead of playing for the backboard. Little mix-up as they usually would go backboard in that kind of position, but the goalkeepers were ready. No pre-jumps, no panic plays from Gentlemates on that occasion.
Itachi's got ball, he's got boost. This is the sort of one that needs to go quite far, but he's immediately played for the challenge, and no one's following up for the rest of his team. They're already kind of committed to be playing defense. Does pop out. Itachi runs out of boost just as he gets there. Archie's having a few arguments with the post. Does at least recover in time, and he just smothers the ball into a position where it cannot be played by anyone from Gentlemates.
Yeah, very well played there by Archie. Needed to stay with the ball. He's actually tried to 50 it back into a teammate, like he's known for. Final seconds of game 3. Oxygen looking to press for the late lead. 50-50s. He played very safe by both teams, but now Oski spots an opening. Recovers well in reverse, creates a little bit of pace in the play, but Seiko's intercepted it. Seiko versus Archie. Archie again keeping that ball in the corner, defending the back corner boost, and preparing to get the next play as well, which he does. So it's actually stayed up briefly, but into overtime we go.
That is a must-win overtime here for Gentlemates. Seiko intentionally loses it back corner. Juicy, he wouldn't have asked for this any better. He's got past one, and Archie just plays the ball first time, but Gentlemates are in a good spot.
That's a great interception by Seiko. Juicy's boostless though. That does leave the boost steal for Seiko. With Archie at the back, I'm feeling pretty confident that Oxygen are going to be okay on that play. Oski's got a full tank. Joyo's just harassing Gentlemates attackers, and once again, whenever that ball does spill free into that open position, Oxygen are closing it down.
The diving challenges are usually so risky to go for, but they do make them work. Onto the midfield. Archie's very low, but that does not matter at all in this series. They actually do their best work when they're low on boost. Oski holds midfield. Gentlemates okay with that. Not as okay with handing the ball straight to Joyo. Gets it out to Oski. Back to Joyo. No, not quite, but Oski in a position where Archie's not really going to play that first time. Johnny, this is where the issues have been. Gentlemates need to get rid of this ball.
Yeah, so both players playing for the dunk there. Nobody making contact. So far in this game, Gentlemates have only had a single shot to Oxygen's 9. So when you're looking at chances, it's Oxygen, team leading in the series, who have created more of them. That's very messy in defense there by Juicy. Did not keep control. Gentlemates have got away with it. That's a bit of a tame shot by Joyo. More of a pass to the goalkeeper. Still Gentlemates struggling to get the ball past that midfield line for too long.
Tried to leave it for Joyo, but that was well read by the defense. Juicy up against Joyo.
What a read.
That is just nice and safe back into the corner. No real play available, so Gentlemates have to go back. They go again. Seiko looking for the outplay. Can he get the bump on the goalkeeper? No, Archie's just hugging the back line. Gentlemates just can't surprise Oxygen at the moment. When you're not doing that, Oxygen do look pretty comfortable. Oski with the reset, goes low. Is he going to guess where the players are going? No, Gentlemates do a good job of just not getting themselves crossed.
Oh! Well, that was almost an opening there from Juicy as Archie committed and didn't get a touch on the ball. Now Oski off his own back wall. Switching it up quite well, Oxygen. Sometimes going for the high air dribble, sometimes low ones with 50-50s behind him. Juicy's going to try his own luck with one as well, but he's stopped before he can get a flip into the ball cleanly. But you guessed it, Archie continues to be a real thorn in the side of Gentlemates today.
Yeah, very aggressive positioning from Archie so far. Itachi waits midfield. Just playing for the territory for now. Wasn't really going to do much to trouble the goalkeeper. Now played back out into the corner again. Juicy, he has got Itachi in midfield if he can get the ball to him. Instead, they lose it back to mid, and Seiko wasn't ready.
Yeah, Seiko might have been expecting one more touch from the Oxygen player there. Never came. 50-50s being followed up so quickly by both teams. Seiko should be comfortable in this position. Flip reset in defense and an air dribble as well. Used all his boost for that though, but does get a demo in Oski, who actually had full boost there, so it's a great exchange by Seiko. Still such an important game, such a tense game. Juicy dodges out demo from behind on the wall. Great awareness by him. Can Gentlemates cross the line? If Oxygen didn't get anything to say about it. Joyo downwards, saved. That was a chance.
That's probably the most Joyo play that we have seen throughout this series. Gentlemates have done anything. They've kept him reasonably quiet. You don't want to be allowing those pop-up passes like this one. Joyo back up, not much boost. Has to play a little bit more direct, which was prepared for. Almost 4 minutes into this overtime. 9 minutes without a single goal across this entire game. It's still Gentlemates that are the more desperate for it. Not the best first touch there from Oski. He's going to try and recover by hitting Itachi. At least made it awkward for him. Now Joyo's up. He's got the 100. He's sealing, reset, backboard. They knew they had to go.
Again, Oxygen are doing a little bit more when it comes to taking those chances, creating those opportunities. Gentlemates, the team playing the most of the defense this game. Now Oski with a flip reset, gets a huge connection onto it, but that's going to take it away from him. And Juicy secures the back corner boost. Great defense of that back corner boost there by Juicy. Where's that back corner boost spawning now? Seiko picks it up on spawn. Great awareness. Look at how Gentlemates are defending their back corner boost as well as the goal.
Oh, what a catch from Joyo. He's going to try to play everybody. Leave.
Oh!
How on earth did Gentlemates spot it? They are so low on boost, but they're still in this game as we almost double it to 10 minutes without a goal. 10 minutes without a winner.
Oh, a touch. Oski, flip reset. Heavy touch, but it's actually favorable as Seiko misses. Gentlemates holding on brilliantly here. They are getting the saves when they need to. It's a monstrous 50-50. Itachi looking for the game winner. Oski with a huge save. Seiko's follow-up is on target. Itachi's there to finish it. Gentlemates on the board, but that was not easy.
15 shots, I should say, to 7. And Gentlemates Joyo really burst into the scene alongside Joyo. They didn't find results together. Do you feel like a series like this means a bit more to Juicy? Because he was, I feel almost scapegoated in a bit of a way for the results of that team.
And honestly, I think if Juicy ever did have thought that he has to prove something for his failures and the team's failures when he played for Moist, I think those questions have been answered. Oh, look at this from Oski, by the way. Oh my goodness. Forget about Juicy. About Oski with a ceiling reset, dunk on Seiko, and then the double past Itachi. I mean, Itachi was just floundering. But Oski has done exactly what we talked about at the end of last game. If you play defense against this team all game, you're in big trouble because they are going to hit big-time shots at some point. Oski only takes a few seconds in game 4, and he's done exactly that.
Oski took the fact that we weren't talking about him yesterday very personally. Okay, yep, you are still him, Oski. Tried to go for the musty, doesn't get as much power as he would have liked. Oski, one of those players that would love to just break into that next level. Felt like him and the rest of Liquid were sort of stuck in the exact same spot. 4th best in Europe. Couldn't really get out of that spot. Maybe this is the roster to take him to that next level. That next level is Grand Finals, Championships, the lot that you would always want.
Oh, team bump.
That is a huge bump, and now it's down to the drop, and Joyo can't quite get to it.
Yeah, Joyo was going for a pixel touch on the ball there, really trying to get the perfect shot, top corner near post. Archie now double, misses. It's into the middle though for Joyo. And when you're looking at Archie coming in for the double tap, you have to respect it. And that has allowed Archie's miss to just play perfectly into the middle for Joyo. 2-0 Oxygen.
How many goals have we seen throughout this entire weekend where it's just you respect that he can from this Oxygen team? Saw Vatira jumping so many times where he thought, all right, this is definitely going on target. And by then, plays it off the backboard. You're all perfectly good. We'll just have the third man come in and score. This is a weapon that Oxygen are utilizing to its best.
Absolutely. You know, to answer your question earlier, I don't think Juicy will feel like he's got anything personal to prove here about the rivalry, perhaps, with Joyo. I think Joyo will feel like he's got something to prove. Because his results continue to be suboptimal going into this season. Juicy's successful major will probably make him feel pretty confident. Oh, he's not going to feel too happy about this situation, though. Goal line scramble again goes away from Gentlemate's net, but they are just playing survival mode for extended periods here. Juicy with a great 50 middle, though. Chance for Seiko, and he puts it through. Gentlemate's on the board.
I want to have a look at something over here because that was a lot closer than I thought it might be. Itachi was bumped Archie and almost hit Archie into the ball, but they're just barely away. And we've gone from no goals across 10 minutes to 3 goals across 2. We will take that.
Often how it goes in Pro Rocket League, the long overtimes can just be followed by a quick goal in the very next game.
Is that our hopium for our rank session? We haven't scored in 20 minutes, which means 7 of them must be coming sometime soon.
No, it just means the other team are about to win the overtime and then score again in the next game. But not when it comes to these guys. They've got the experience to stay locked in, regardless of a result going against them in one game. It's a very aggressive pop forward by Oxygen there. Great find. As they continue to look for these outlet passes from defense, it's one of the best ways to clear the ball in Rocket League is to look for a teammate who can then clear it for you instead of just trying to do it all yourself with a heavy hit that ends up not being quite as heavy as would be necessary. This is a chance for Archie, close down by Itachi. Well, just over 2 minutes in, game 4. If last game was must win for Gentlemates, you know, it still feels like we're in that territory with how well Oxygen are playing.
Yeah, the 3-0 is kind of that impossible zone, but 3-1 is in the, yeah, you're still not looking very good at all. 2-2 tends to be where we get the biggest and best series. Archie pops the ball. And beyond that, but they don't need anything beyond that at the moment. Nice cut across there from Juicy. Itachi, back to Juicy, well read by Oski. Read that play early, got to it, and now the demo, Gentlemate's got scrambled back because Oski is there, and Oski is dangerous in this game.
That's good play by Joyo. Oh, but the follow-up's not there. Joyo has to try and recover on this one. Oxygen are really trying to scramble back and get this clear. Initially, Joyo forced to play really well, but Oxygen did not have a follow-up, and they need one here as well. The ball's onto their goal line. Not for the first time, but Oski's faked it. It's off the post. This is ridiculous. How have Gentlemates not scored here? Oxygen have gotten away with one.
Well, run that back 9 more times, they'll score it the other 9. We found the one situation where they couldn't. Juicy takes the shot, and Archie can't react in time. 2 each.
Well, the previously consistent Oxygen have had a really bad passage of play there. They're not in sync with these challenges. Archie turning right as a teammate ahead of him, forces a play, can't contest, can't react from that range, even with his great goalkeeping skill. Well, Gentlemates are right back in it. 2-2 in game 4. About to be 2-2 in the series score as well, if things keep going the way they are.
Joyo waits on the backboard, but Itachi daring him to take the challenge. Back past the Juicy. He's got Joyo jumping ahead of him, who comes out with the ball. Gentlemates have done well to fight back into this game. They need one more. And they will turn this on its head. Seiko will take it, avoids getting demoed. That was well played by him. Actually can be the target man. Archie realized it. Not the demo. Archie can keep going. Goes backboard. Juicy, what decision does he make? He goes in and out. Oh! Time. Oski's doubled up.
Well, what a demo by Joyo. What a hit to the backboard by Archie. But how about the finish? Oski had to slam that one underneath Juicy, who was trying for an in and out save, had the top shelf covered. but the shot low under him could not be reached.
For 26 seconds. They've got to find a big play, and they've got to find it now. They're going to leave it for Juicy. Joyo has already got up to meet him. Archie, too quick for Seiko. Too smooth for Itachi.
Oh, they've done it.
Demo, it's all done. This very well could be insurmountable. Oxygen are going to put themselves on match point.
That's a pre-flip demo there by Joyo. He demoed the second player for Gentlemates to leave one at the back alone on the previous goal. Now he's demoed the last player to leave the net wide open. Joyo with the off-the-ball plays to bring his team success. And Oski and Archie did not waste any time in capitalizing. It's triple match point as Oxygen look to take down their second Big Four French org in a row.
Gentlemates got anything left to offer Oxygen? Or do we have the setup? Oh my goodness, what a call here from Gentlemates. Read the play, had the answer.
The second double fake kickoff that Oxygen have gone for. Interestingly enough here, I think Itachi might have played for a block just in case it was the double kickoff, the bot kickoff that we've been seeing. So they had that covered with the block, and then with obviously Seiko following behind, he can just react to what's happening. So beautiful, and they're going to get another one. No, they're not. MVP Post back at it again. Really has had a great weekend, the Post, against Gentlemates in particular. And, well, BDS also, who were eliminated by the Post just yesterday.
I think the Post definitely is from the UK. Is that all I'm learning at the moment? Supposed to be helping more often than not. Seiko now off the backboard. Brilliant first touch. Going to try and go off the ceiling. Had a bit of an argument with the ceiling. Joyo continuing to the waiting stretch of Seiko. Into the middle yet again. Itachi takes his time, pops it back ball round one, but that's actually exactly where Moist. I said Moist. Oh my goodness, I said Moist. Oxygen wanted that one off the backboard. Oh my goodness, everyone's gone. Well, at least they made contact.
Somebody hit the ball, please, is the call when everybody's up like that. Well, I hope someone's got it. If none of us hit this is going to be embarrassing. They did get the hit, and now Oski's coming through again, looking for the pinch on target. Actually, they're all just bumping goalkeepers. Seiko manages to evade those and get the ball clear. The Gentlemates have defended well for large parts of their success this season, and they're going to need to defend well if things continue to play out as they currently are. Seiko and Itachi running dry on boost, not for the first time this series. Luckily for them, so did Oski, before he could look back around and continue the attack. How's that follow-up looking? It's good. Juicy 2-0. But it's all about the pass here for Itachi. He managed to air dribble it over the top of everyone and kept a very, very soft touch to drop it in front of the goal.
Got a soft touch at a ridiculous angle. That is such incredible execution from Itachi. And Gentlemates have a bit of a buffer now in this game. How's that going to lash? Joyo out into the midfield. Archie didn't have a great angle on it, so instead just pops the ball up. Now his team's going to play for boost and see what Itachi can come up with. After the last goal that was scored, I would say don't ask that question too much. Seiko yet again. He has grown in confidence. He has tried to go for the outplays more and more as this series has progressed. We've seen that the series isn't going the way that he would hope and trying to shoulder some of the burden himself. And that's how you deal with Joyo, at least temporarily, because here comes the rest of the squad.
Whoa!
And that was very brave, Itachi, to not jump.
Yeah, I think he knew no one was up for Oxygen to contest him. He was more worried perhaps about just deflecting the ball in an unfavorable location himself. He was a little bit awkwardly placed. Half the game to go. Close pass to Oski. Not much of an angle there for Oski to play with, but he almost got that one inside the post. The speed for Oxygen is noticeable. The speed not just of their play, but of their reads on wall bounces. It's really putting a lot of pressure on Gentlemates. They know if they're not up immediately for a wall read, they're going to get beaten to the ball.
For Gentlemates, we've already seen them not concede for 10 minutes. And we think to themselves, well, what about 2? We can just hold on to this. Send ourselves to Neo Tokyo. Maybe have a shot at this series. Oski with Joyo in support, but not from that angle. It's going to be up to Oski to try and create something. Not going to do anything with the state of his car at this moment. Oski back up. Good catch. Bit of a heavy first touch, but still able to follow. Joyo on the backtrack. Actually, not asking questions. Gentlemates so far have had the correct answers.
Archie with a good beat here, but well read by Juicy. They're into that defensive structure now that they are so difficult to break down. Gentlemates have managed to nullify some of the best offensive teams in the world at the Copenhagen Major. 3-0 sweep over Falcons, and then a quick 3-0 lead in a grand final. They went on to win 4-2 against G2. See, these are some of the teams people talk about when they talk about high-flying offense. Can Oxygen break them down with just a minute to go? Tachi bumped out of the way. Oski now looking to shoot directly, but everything seems to be covered right now by Gentlemates. Everything except the center ball. Oh, Tachi's there for it as Archie backed off to midfield to pick up boost.
Yeah, Oxygen have been the faster teams for a large portion of this series, but when you've got a team like Gentlemates that now do not have to chase, they're quite comfortable with this 2-goal lead. Oh, how much longer? Off the backboard. Oh, it was missed. Oski's got to come in low boost. Is he going to try and lay us off to Archie? Yes, he does! Oh, Itachi just about got to it. What a read.
Great closing down of the shot. Itachi just making himself as big as he can. Saw the return pass coming. A lot of players would have just tunnel visioned on the save and the initial shot there. Not had the 1-2 pass read. Itachi's not one of those players as they look to send us to game 6. Oxygen do still have their timeout available. They might need to think about using it unless they can get a late goal here, which they might. Joyo looks for the goal, can't find it.
Who's next up? There's no one left. There's no time left. One more goal for Itachi. He's deserved it with his defensive performance. Everyone on the board for Gentlemates. And we will go to game 6. And maybe, just maybe, I see Champions Field in the distance.
You know, this game started off with a kickoff going the way of Gentlemates. They were able to counter a kickoff strat that Oxygen have repeated this series. It's not completely...
Vitality in the finals, and they will send BDS fans especially into utter despair.
Yeah, that is the scariest result possible for BDS, seeing Oxygen succeed. Although BDS, of course, could still just make a couple top 4s and lock in a major spot themselves. Good cut there by Joyo. Wanted to just help out the defense in some way that he can. Somebody's got to get up and stop Juicy on this plate, and somebody does. Early force and a follow-up save as Oxygen try to flex their defensive teamwork as well.
Back to the midfield. Next one up is Archie. He's just going to wait. Seiko, who I've been so impressed with in the last few minutes. He seems to have taken this series under his own wing. On for the outplay, is just slowing the play down an awful lot more. That one almost over the top of Joyo. It's going to follow, tried to catch the wrong footed, and they've done it. It rolled out to him, and he's not going to say no to such an opportunity.
Well, Joyo had everybody faked out there. Looked like he was going to go to the backboard. Looks like he's going to go to the back corner. But instead, he just goes directly middle, and that's a much faster threat that you have to worry about. Gentlemates did not have a player ready to close down that play, as they so often do. And it's 1-0 Oxygen in a crucial game 6.
Seiko, they have the reset, didn't have much more, still sticks with it. Can he get the ball midfield? No, not quite. Joyo just crushes through the challenge. 100 has been stolen as well. Now the backboard, Juicy, he jumps expecting to get hit. Thankfully for Gentlemates, they've got rid of it.
Oh.
Tachi.
Well, that was risky in defense for that 50-50. It had an orange trail indicating that it was someone. Oh, look at this, Oski turns to the back post, loops back around, and gets a second goal. Now, Oski's on his outward rotation here, but he doesn't go back to defense. He just stays at the back post. And whenever the ball comes across and you're doing that, you leave no chance for the defender.
He's just turned, and it's gone straight to him. Oski, right place, right time, second time in a row. And now Gentlemates are really up against it. 3.5 minutes, 2 goals needed, 3 overall to send us to game 7.
Well, this was the exact place that they eliminated KC. Will it be that easy? No, it won't. Juicy immediately fires back. Gentlemates with a demo in defense. And the clear for Oski just was not quite right there. He needed to hit that towards the back corner. And he got a little bit panicked and passed it to the incoming player.
So big to get that done as quickly as possible as well. Gentlemates are in a much more workable position. Joyo, though, on the challenge, does get it out, and this time Oski can't get there in time. Would love to add to his goal tally, get that hat trick, and go to the grand finals. Juicy tries to turn. Seiko will have a little bit of time, but he does have Archie trying to chase, and he is gone for his troubles. Itachi wins the race though. Joyo waiting for it. Ceiling reset. Everyone's now back down because they know what will happen if Joyo has got that kind of time. So just respect it for the time being. Juicy off the wall. Good recovery. Doesn't have the 100 to work with. It's a nice spot now for Oxygen.
Well, that's maybe a bit of a waste there for Oski. He had better options. He could have tried to, shoot that or backboard it or double tap it. He didn't get the first touch right, and it ended up being quite easy for Gentlemates to deal with. Still, Oxygen pressing forward. They're able to keep these attacks alive a whole lot longer than Gentlemates can when they get them onto offense. And big chance here for Archie. Off the bar. Follow-up is there for Gentlemates.
Archie's got a bit of time. Take two at this one. Zero boost, though. Oxygen want to defend in their opponent's side of the field. Juicy, can he get a second one? Yes, he can. Archie already read it. Juicy's on zero. Getting harassed by everybody, but that's not popped up so nicely for Itachi!
Oxygen tried to send multiple players there, but Seiko's 50 is just too strong. He completely nullifies the clear attempt. Straight back to Itachi. It's something Gentlemates do so well. You try to create some volatility in a challenge, and they just take all the power away from the ball, passing it straight to a teammate.
You're trying to win it, and they agree with you. You're allowed to win it, but you're going to win it at our pace, our rules, our standards. Two each. Look like Oxygen might be in the distance. Now they leave it. Itachi had to get there in time. Oski's cut rotation, and Seiko had to be aware of it, but now Joyo, good catch from him. Keeps it going, wants backboard, and Itachi wants far corner.
Great defensive 50s by Gentlemates. Right after scoring with a 50-50 pass in offense. Look how often the ball gets bogged down in the back corner. Gentlemates are just keeping it here. Archie looking for the shot low. Juicy just gets it, and again deflects the ball to that safe back corner.
Reaction time is unreal. He had zero boost, just had to hope that gravity did the work. And it did this time around. Seiko now off the wall. Had options in the midfield. Oski clears. They're going to have to play back corner, take that 100 and go again. Now to the ceiling. Juicy. Has he got the mechs to outplay anymore? Itachi with Seiko midfield, and Seiko realized if he got beat to that, that was big trouble.
Juicy looking for the bump, but there's no follow-up there. Maybe not the play to go for as Oxygen get back into attack. Archie's already stolen the boost on one side. He's going to steal the boost on the other side as well, but crucially, Itachi doubles it clear. Wins back the midfield for Gentlemates for now. Double tap in the back corner by Juicy, and a dunk goes the wrong way. Well, the team who usually get their 50-50s right have come off badly in that exchange. Itachi dispossessed. But back corner control again for Gentlemates in defense.
Oski very heavy first touch. Realized he had to abandon it. Juicy's not got much there. Itachi has 14 seconds until we head into another overtime in a series that has a lot of them. Can Juicy put something together? No, it lays out to Seiko. Archie didn't get a best hit there. It's a good challenge win. Everyone from Oxygen is getting each other the wall. And it's now the post yet again.
Well, that was pretty close for comfort. Oxygen looking to take it in OT now, but Oski gets bumped out of the play. Itachi's got boost to work with, goes high. Joyo reads it, but it's down to Seiko, of course. As like any 50-50 Itachi makes, is going to go towards a teammate. Archie bounces it through as we get back into midfield play. The long overtime this series was won by Gentlemates. And they bait Oxygen in here. Will Oxygen keep their cool and avoid overextending? Is that what they've done here? No, maybe not, as Seiko fails to make a touch. Still, Oxygen do not look quite as comfortable now. And how could you be with Gentlemates coming back once again? Second game in a row. Here come Oxygen though off the backboard. Itachi covers it.
Archie will turn. Plays the ball to the corner yet again. He's going to try and chase, see if he can get any demos. No one found. Seiko's crushed the second challenge. Oski to his own corner. Itachi steals the 100. Oski just has to make it awkward. Did enough. Now becomes the target man. Realizes no one's challenging him. Tried to turn on it. Itachi is doing the heavy lifting at the moment in this overtime. Joyo is so low on boost. That demo from Oski is massive. But 1 for 1, the receipt is gained.
Archie middle. Oh, Seiko's awkward. Joyo did not believe that Seiko would be awkward there, but he was stuck underneath the ball. That was a huge chance that well, Occident didn't even know about. And why would you expect that to be an opportunity? Looks like a routine clear for a player like Seiko, who's so hard to catch out of position in defense.
Oski awaits. Juicy couldn't get much on it. Can Oski follow?
Pass.
He drops it. Double commit. Archie takes. Archie misses. Now we break to the opposite side of the field. Seiko against Oski and Joyo. Tries to go far corner. Couldn't get Joyo's car on the demo.
A delayed flick there, but the chance is still alive. Seiko, he puts it through. Occident could not re-establish the defensive structure after getting caught to the counter-attack. Archie left in no man's land, and it was all too easy for Seiko. Gentlemates come back and to the match. But this is it now. If Occident are going to continue the run, they've got to do it on Champions Field. Game 7, one team advances to the grand final.
Which team is more clutch? Up goes Itachi to try and start us off. Looks for Joyo's car, can't quite find it. Oxygen have been starting well, not necessarily ending it in the same fashion. Joyo now up, does not want to get hit. But who will be the talisman for their team? That was not the flick anyone was expecting.
I mean, I'm surprised that a flick was even attempted there, but it shows the difference in ideas between Occident and Gentlemates. I feel like Gentlemates in that position will just take the 50-50 every day of the week, whereas Occident, they're looking for the outplays in the back corner. Joyle's got one this time, continues the air dribble, not a lot of boost to work with, but he's going to 50 it to the middle, and no one's there. Archie does loop around, and the attack continues.
Yeah, they were trying to play either corner. They weren't necessarily expecting it to drop into the midfield. Joyo back up. Good recovery, gets it to Archie. Archie's got a bit of time. Not the best first touch. He's going to try and take the challenge, and he's almost got it. Juicy with just enough shoulder strength to keep it out.
Yeah, you're trying to take Gentlemates on at their own game there, but there wasn't really too much of an option. I mean, Archie can kind of try for a side flip shot bottom corner or just 50-50 it in and hope the defender panics, but Juicy did nothing of the sort. What a save by Seiko as well. He was there for it, so I mean, last second from spectator POV, but for Seiko, that was intended to hit the ball that late.
Don't give Archie a chance to get to him at all. Low boost here for Joyo. It's going to be a long recovery back as well before he is fully relevant, and that touch does not help Archie at all. Very low across the field. Gentlemates didn't seem to quite know it, otherwise I think they might have tried to press to hold that advantage a little more. Seiko again, heavy first touch. He will take it. Have to leave it though for the midfield. Oh, just those mistakes. Oh, and Archie's cut across. It's nice into the path of Oski, but Gentlemates will be very happy and very comfortable with this position.
That's much better from Occident. Looking for that outlet pass again that was so effective for them earlier in the series. Now,
where's that dropping?
Goes flying into the crossbar. That was a huge win there for Itachi. And look at the pace of the ball right now as it just zips around the field. Bump on the goalie, Joyo. Trying to create some space there, but the follow-up shot wasn't good enough. You know, Joyo was able to clutch up in game 4 for Occident with demos to win it for them. That could be the key here for Occident to break down this defense, which has been impossible to get through in key moments.
Yeah, these opportunities are dropping. There's 2 now, I feel, for Archie that he needs to do better on. Good positions, good run-up, not a very good shot. Oski tries to turn it around. Gentlemates launching everybody. Archie now back in. Position that we already know he's never going to make a missed touch from. Joyo waiting, still waiting. A bit of a hunch that the teammate was going to come on in.
Yeah, you needed to be patient there, Joyo, and he played it perfectly. Now Joyo's making it very awkward at the other end. Gentlemate's trying to follow him along as he gets way more touches than most players would. Joyo's up early again for this, but he's missed that one. Seiko's got an open net. That is a huge miss by Joyo, but it's been the plays they've gone for all series long. They've trusted their wall reads. He thought it was hitting the ceiling. It wasn't. And Seiko, who didn't jump early, just waited, capitalizes on the miss.
Is that really going to be the way this one is decided? A series that has slipped through Oxygen's fingers. Oski with Joyo on the left. Gonna delay it. Low challenge. Seiko on the goal line. Gonna pop back out. But Gentlemates, when they've got the lead, they look comfortable. They don't press the issue too much. They just keep getting the challenges go their way. Itachi far side. Now the follow-up. It's in from Juicy!
Gentlemates are just so hard to play. Itachi has everybody panicking. They think his shot's on target, and Juicy's there to 50 it through. It's been just a masterclass in control by Gentlemates in the late games in this series. Showing how to play from in front in Game 5, showing how to play from behind in Game 6, and now showing how to play from a tie in Game 7.
They have now scored the last 5. Gentlemates have everything going their way, including what's left of the clock. 1 minute, and we need something miraculous here from Oxygen, or they are out, as Archie just keeps them in it with the save.
Yeah, they need more than that right now, though, and that's another conceding possession by Oxygen. Seiko with a quality touch. Oski's got to go huge here, does try to create something, but Gentlemates are there, and like we said earlier, this will feel like a 5-goal lead for them. This is such a massive advantage they've got, as again, they just clear their lines at the back post, as they do so often. Can they get a goal? No, Oxygen denied by the crossbar, and the keeper at the same time. Great saves. Oski's overhit this follow-up touch, but they're still coming. Oski off the post, but no goals for Oxygen when they need one.
It is now 14 seconds on the clock. Oxygen are out of time, out of second chances. They've got to find something from here. Is that the play? No, it's not. That one going high will secure it. Gentlemates have shown unreal resilience, and they move on to play Vitality in the grand finals.
I mean, just what a performance. They're so calm. They're so